Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is June 3rd. It is Thursday, 2021. Oh my gosh, terrible when I can't even remember anything. There's one of my boys, Mr. Max. So, as you can see, we have a little wood delivery here. There's 8 face cord right there. I got one more truckload with another 4 face cord coming. 9 of it is going to go into that woodshed there, and the other 3 are going to be for the prepper get together. So I'm going to actually have that delivered on the other side so we can stack it up separately, and I can cover that up so it's ready to go for the prepper get together. But so if you're wondering what I'll be doing, if you look at here, we got definite rain clouds up here. We've had some rain already today. They've been calling for rain off and on all day. Anyway, so I think we're going to be getting some more. So as long as the rain holds off, I will be out here and I will be stacking wood today. So I'll show you real quick. And we're going to get into topic here in a minute, guys. So let me just come in here. So this whole area here, this is the old wood. This is the wood we'll obviously burn first. But we'll have this whole area, and that's where I'll start stacking. Once I get the 9 face cord in here, I'll have a better idea of where I'm going to be at as far as stacking goes, and what, if I need more. I will fill this back up again. So this will definitely be full once again. So I'll add one more row here, and then I'll do a space, but I'll probably start on this wall over here and just go and do 3 rows, and then I'll do the 4th row over here, and then we'll see where we're at. It all depends on, how much it takes up in space and all that type of thing. So that's what we're doing with that. So let's get into the topic, okay? Fauci gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar, right? So from day one, according to these emails, and now it's basically he lied under oath, which can be proven because of these emails and the dates of the emails of what he knew and what he did not know, and as far as everything that was going on. I'll be honest with you, never liked the guy, didn't trust him. He seemed very rodent-like a rat to me, very untrustworthy, very sneaky. And but again, put any politician you want up there and put that picture with them, and they're probably going to fit that picture anyway. But I just did not like him. Something rubbed me wrong about him, and I understand that in the very beginning of all this whole situation, that people were trying to figure everything out. But he had inside information, and he knew what was going on, and he withheld that information. With everything as well. So it is definitely interesting. They're going through with the Freedom of Information Act, those emails, and certain things that are classified obviously have been redacted out of the emails, but the dates and the times and when he was contacting people and the conversations he was having. So here's an interesting question that I have. Now, Dr. Fauci is the head guy for the government, okay? Why is he in communication with Bill Gates? I think they said there was over a dozen correspondence with Bill Gates. Bill Gates is not a scientist. Bill Gates is not a virologist. Bill Gates is not somebody that, has that knowledge that should be in the loop as far as what is going on with that type of situation. Bill Gates is a very rich man, and so I find that part of it very, very interesting as well, that he is in direct contact, and who knows what information they were sharing and talking about with each other. So I find that to be quite fascinating. So, but yeah, that's a very interesting aspect of everything. So, but something to definitely pay attention to. I want to definitely hear your guys' feedback on this. I mean, what are your thoughts? First of all, should he be fired? Should he be brought under investigation? to find out what he really knew and what he did not know. And and it's funny as well. And I will mention this. And I know he's been getting grilled with Congress, especially the congressman from Kentucky, Rand Paul. He's been right up Fauci, and he was talking about the effectiveness of the mask and how the masks are actually just a placebo, and I find that very, very interesting. All of it I find interesting. If you had, I had to show you what was left out of all that wood. The wood that was over here, and it burned for 2 days. This morning it was actually still going this morning until the rains came in pretty heavy, and it rained last night too, but it definitely came in, and but that's all we got left out of everything, which is good. I'm glad to get that cleaned up. This one here is going to come out. A couple of these other scragglers are going to come out as well. So there's drama over there with the chickens, and the dogs are not involved, so that's a good thing. But it must be all about laying the eggs. That's what it's got to be. They get themselves all worked up. Somebody will be in the nesting box that they want to be in, and you can hear them inside the hen house, and that's why they're outside flipping out, because I don't know if you guys can hear that inside over Goliath. So yeah, you can hear them inside. And there's, well, hello, sweetheart. Yes, a good girl. So yesterday, what I ended up having to do as well, actually, we'll show you. I had run out of rebar when I put this chicken or the dog run up. Okay, so I had to spread things out more than I wanted to. So I added more rebar, because she does this. She climbs up on that. So I added another piece here, a piece over here, and then over on this side I added more as well to make it more sturdy. Because she is a big girl. Yes, she is. She's a big girl. So I added some over in this area here as well. So, but anyway, yeah, so now they're calm again. They were inside fighting over who was going to be in what box. There's 8 nesting boxes, and they like to lay in about 3 or 4 of them. And certain ones, there's Goliath. Certain ones like to have certain boxes. It's so funny. And if there's a hen in the box that they want to be in, they definitely do not like that. So. I'm just looking at the girls. Everybody looks good. All right. So, anyway, I want to hear your guys' feedback on this whole Fauci situation, because I know that in the beginning, when people were talking about, okay, so here's one of the things that obviously had been put out there in the very beginning, that people were saying that it was most likely from the virology lab in Wuhan, China, right? That was, the most plausible thing, that it had been manipulated, and that it was either released by accident or on purpose. And so that was like, in the very beginning, that was a lot of the talk about that. If you had said that back then, that was, your information was taken off, and you were shut down by the social media platforms, as far as Twitter or Instagram and those type of things, or Facebook, because you were giving out false information. Well, now, wow, amazingly, it's not considered conspiracy theorist stuff anymore. They're saying that most likely, they're not 100% sure yet. They're searching the origin, and they're trying to find that information, but most likely that's where it came from, which to me is not a surprise at all. I had kind of called that early on and said, that there's no way that this was out of a wet market, a food market, that this came from someplace else, you know. So again, China's numbers will never be given accurately, how many deaths they've had, how many, you know, people. So I want you to think about this, guys. So we have this deadly pandemic that originated in China. They shut down cities with millions of people in those cities, millions of people. And they're saying that altogether, I think they're still saying it's only like 86 or 88,000 people got the virus in China, and that a very small number died. Well, we all know that that's BS, okay? I mean, you look at what the numbers are here in the United States. Now, this is after we've had time and tried to figure things out and trying to figure what was going on. They didn't know what they needed to do or how to treat it. It was all very, very brand new in the beginning. So I guarantee you, again, opinion, that China has never been truthful from the very start, that their numbers are much, much higher than they let on. You don't shut down cities with 6 million people in those cities for something that's affecting just a very minute few people. You don't do that, okay? So there was definitely more to it than we were ever told, and but again, a lot of things going on that you know, they knew about, that they tried to sweep under the rug, like the gain of function. They were working on these. They were manipulating these viruses, and that's a scary thing when you're trying to do something to make something more contagious, to use it as a weapon. Very scary stuff, but very interesting as well. But like I said, I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on this. I want to hear what your opinion is. Again, do you think Fauci should be fired? Do you think Fauci should be brought up on charges? Again, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say and what your thoughts are. Worst or the least case, he should be fired, in my opinion. I think he absolutely should be fired because he knew information that he was not sharing. He was not truthful. He was not truthful about the masks. You know, when you have this supposedly most deadly virus, a paper or a cloth mask is not going to offer adequate protection for something like that. So, you know, again, it's all very interesting, but you know, now what are they going to do? Go back and apologize to all these people that said, well, it was probably this, this, and this? No, they're never going to do that. They're never going to do that, you know. So, but you know, we were called crazy, conspiracy theorist, and all those type of things, and it turns out, wow, imagine that, we were pretty much right on the money. So I find that very, very interesting. I find it fascinating, and like I said, it's just not a whole lot of trust. I don't have a whole lot of trust for the governments, because all they do is lie, manipulate, screw people over. That's what they do. So again, my opinion. So I don't want anybody saying, well, he said this is a fact. No, I'm saying this is my opinion. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now. I want to remind everybody again, too, my sale on my website, preppernurse1.com, is still going on. That will be ending on the 6th of June. So if you are looking to add to your long-term food storage, definitely take advantage of that. And go to my website, preppernurse1.com. You click on store, it will drop down. You will see Legacy. Click on Legacy, and it will take you to what we have on the website. What is available is there. You can save yourself 20%. It will come off automatically when you check out. So if you decide to make a purchase, 20% will come off automatically on the website. So definitely take advantage of that. GMO free, 25-year shelf life. It is vegan. There are gluten-free options available as well, and there also is meat that you can buy separately, beef and chicken. So definitely take advantage of that, and it's also the largest portion size of any of the other freeze-dried food companies. So just putting that out there. Also on my website, we have the Forefathers, which is the CBD and hemp store, and they have, if you go to my website, preppernurse1.com, you will see the logo Forefathers. If you click on that, it will take you to their website. If you decide to make a purchase over there, make sure you use the discount code PrepperNurse1, and that's the number 1, not O-N-E. Over there, you'll save yourself 15% on your purchase. So definitely take advantage of that as well. CBD products are a great thing to have in your preps anyway because it can be used for so many different things. And it helps. It definitely helps. What? So I have to tell you one last thing too about Mr. Max here. I had to fix his wagon because Mr. Max liked to get up on the counter and the butter dish, he liked to help himself to the butter dish. So I would go to make some toast or something, and the center part of the butter would be all licked clean because he had had himself a nice little butter meal. So I went out today and got a butter dish covered over, so now it is encased and he is not going to have access to it anymore. So that's what I'm doing to fix his little wagon. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here. Remember, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. We are one race called the human race, and as soon as we can focus on that, we can concentrate on what the real problems are in this country and world, which is big business and government. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important to tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from reaching your goals is you. The only one. Make things happen, work at it methodically, and they get done, okay? I will see you all later. I will be doing a second video later today. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.